Hi guys, welcome to EndeavourOS. We're still working on the ArchLinux tweak tool, having fun with Python and GTK. All the things we've been using for the last 5 years, that have been in scripts for the last 5 years. You don't need a GUI. You don't need a tool to use Samba. It's in your .bin, your hidden folder .bin main. There is everything that you need for Samba. And it's been working for 5 years. Let me tell you what's around me. I'm talking to the mic of EndeavourOS. So we have a machine and it's EndeavourOS. It's all ArchLinux. You know that. Control H. And when I look around, because Samba is network topology or network infrastructure, I want to get to the ISO builder. This, what I'm looking at, is EndeavourOS. To the left is the ISO builder, and to the right is Garuda, right? But as you see, there is no ISO builder on EndeavourOS, but there is by default. So after a clean installation, by default, it is on Garuda. Meaning that Garuda sees my network, and there we go, right? Samba is a tough subject, and we want to make it easier with the ArchLinux tweak tool with an easy choices. So this is where you go to read and know more. It's all about networking at home, right? Maybe we should start here first. The wide area network is the internet, right? And you want to keep the internet out, and that's why we buy routers. So a router does not only provide an IP address with a protocol called DHCP, but also provides DNS, but it also provides a firewall, and that's why we don't see anything here. EndeavourOS has a firewall. Okay, we're talking about sharing information inside your home, inside your own local area network, home. So everybody connects to a wireless or a cable, and it goes to the router. And then it goes to an ISP, an internet service provider. In Belgium it could be Telenet or something else, right? But somebody is providing you access to the backbone of internet. Okay, and you've paid for it. The more you pay, the faster you get, and the downloads will be, etc., right? But the point is, I want to share something between computers. I can use a USB, sure, right? But what if we put one Samba server in our network, and this is a big network. Sometimes I will pause just to cough. I'm trying to get better, healthier. So the Samba storage server is where you share a folder. That's the easiest way. I've been doing that for years, right? One folder called shared. And all the PCs in my network can get access to it, can write to it. So when I'm making a video on Windows, I go to the Samba server and I put the video on there. And when I go to on ArcoLinux WSPM and I make a tutorial, I have a video, I have pictures, I move it to the Samba storage server. In my case, it's the ISO builder, right? That's how it's called. That's where the folder is, the Samba share. Okay. So the idea is, first of all, if you say, I don't need it, fine, right? It's only for people who say, I want to be able to share between computers. In this case, I want to send something from here to my ISO builder, or something from here to my ISO builder. And from here, I put it online, I put it on websites, whatever. It's a workflow thing. So one Samba server is enough. But yeah, because of tutorials, right? I've made already an image with 4 Samba servers in the same network, which is okay, right? But now we continue, right? One of the things that besides the firewall, here it is already open. So EndeavourOS has firewall deinstalled. What you do, arch wiki something. ArchWiki sound, ArchWiki pipewire, ArchWiki printer, and so on, right? You keep adding things to it and you will find the URL, and then you search your ArchWiki straight away. So in here is the information what you should do to get access to here, to the network. Now, to keep it simple, I'm just going to remove the firewall D, because there's another thing. You can do 3 things, I would think, right? Might be 4, I don't know. If you enable something, you probably can disable it, right? That's one thing. Sudo pacman -r remove, that's another thing. But if you want to keep everything, then there will be probably some kind of rule to say, look, if you want to get out and go to the internet, but not the internet. Now you know it's the LAN, right? It's your own network. If you want to have a look around, where's the ISO builder, where's Garuda, because they're both working. They're on, right? They're powered on, but I don't see them. So we need to have some more information. I'm not sure if where I found it, but I don't think it was here. But I do believe it was firewall D. Let's see if it was 3535S port. So there are things that are open and information, warning, blah, blah, blah. You just check it out, guys, how to exit. Here it is, something about firewall D. I don't know anymore if it was this port or something else, but basically, all right, figure that out. I'll just disable it or remove it. I'll see. Second thing that's important is if you have these PCs, you see here there are different names, and that's important, right? These machines should all have different names. And I'm casual in installing systems. By that I mean Calamares provides us a system product name, something like that, general name. Just enter, right? Go through the motions of Calamares, and I end up with different PCs called exactly the same thing. That will not do. Hence, I've made a new alias on ArcoLinux, and it's called nhostname. Host name, sorry. So nhostname, host name, is something that we can use. I'm on Endeavour OS, so a bit longer, sudo nano /etc/hostname. Make sure the PCs that you want to play with, connect with, right, in the exercise, that it's unique. So to my left is the ArcoLinux ISO builder. This is called EOS, and the other guy is called Garuda. So all of them have different names. So that's solved as well. Being sure, right, that all the PCs have different names. Like I said in Calamares, if you don't change it, it's gonna be all the same. Okay, what else? Well, there is this tool. So, Ctrl-T. Let's see what I've done already, because I was playing around making ArchLinux tweak tool again better, right? So, get the update in. There's a new update in just like 5 minutes ago. But I will go to the development version, which is also, I got also the update in ArchLinux tweak tool dev. Now this video is actually for the dev kit, okay, for the beta testers, but anybody listening, right, you can pick up the knowledge. ArchLinux tweak tool dev git and conflict, yes, bye, he's out. And the one that's coming in has the tab services activated. So ATT is something that we type. It's an alias for ArchLinux tweak tool. And off we go. So during testing, we started like this so we can see a little bit more. And you see the list index out of range. Watch what happens. We'll find the code somewhere in the 10,000s. This time it sticks around because sometimes it's gone again. And I say, why is it gone again, right? Because, yeah, and then you can't track it. So now it sticks around when I'm making the video. Loser. Here is a firewall applet. That's something that might consider removing, right? Because, you know, EndeavourOS has firewall D. This is something that's not available on the new, on the default. This is the dev version. And I've made a little sign here. We found a firewall on your system. So if we move to more systems, all I need is the application. We're checking if firewall D is running, and it is. So we give you the message, think about it. Think about it, right? Discover other computers in your network to access other computers. It is all about networking. So inactive Samba, NMB inactive, and Avahi active. Okay. So this would be installing Avahi and would be enabling it. Since it's already active, I don't have to do anything. But this is a tool for anything ArchLinux based. So if we're on the default Arch, nothing is done, right? Everything needs to be set up. So the button sets it up. Now we have the NSSwitch conf, which is actually needed to have a look around. In what order will you look around, and will you solve the names, right, to be able to get to them? And there are 4 options. Our looks, our NSSwitch, the one from Garuda, ArchLinux, EndeavourOS, and more if we need them. So I grab the code from these guys. So you choose yourself what works for you, basically, right? And there is already a backup made from EndeavourOS in this case. If I would run this on Garuda, it would be the backup of Garuda. So that's the reset. That's the backup file. So I'm not going to do anything here, but I want to have the firewall gone. Okay. So sudo systemctl disable. Let's see if that works. Disable firewall D service. So 2 links were removed from my etc system D. Fedora. Do you see it, guys? Fedora. It's all Linux, right? With EndeavourOS, it's all Linux. And then we run it again. Let's see if he finds it, because it might be still in the, depends what I did, right? In the coding, if it's still there. We found a firewall on your system. So Control-Shift-Escape, Control-Find, firewall D. I guess we need to log out, log in again. Do we? I suppose so. What if we try to type kill all Firefox? That's it. No firewall D. Let's see if something improved. So now that we have disabled it. No. So there's still something reminiscent left over from firewall. Probably need to reboot. Oh, there another way? What if I, let's see, sudo system. I don't like the video to be cut in 2 pieces. Restart Avahi daemon service. Let's see. No, not gonna work. What should happen is if the firewall's not working anymore, then something should pop up there. -R. Let's remove it then. See if we can keep to 1 video. You're out. Let's see if we can restart it. Now, let's see if, that might be also the reason, if we need to have another NSSwitch. So services, ArcoLinuxes, apply selected NSSwitch. So we've changed this one. We've overwritten etc NSSwitch.conf with ours, right? Okay. Let's see. We found a firewall on your system. What if we restart it? I'm afraid I need to restart. So the video will be in 2 pieces. I'll be back.